I recently got a position at the hospital for the stroke clinic. Let's just say it's not exactly what I was looking for. Hello, my sexy hello, my sexy adults of a legal age. It's me, Dino. Insert the, cliche children going yay sound effect. I know I've been gone for a few days, and as I explained in that community post, I may have gotten a little bit stir crazy. You see, believe it or not, I know it just kind of looks like I'm goofing around with these videos, but sometimes they genuinely do take effort. And when I'm on a bit of a hot streak, well, I just simply become fixated. And what I ended up doing is going really hard for 3 months straight, without allowing myself literally any breaks, even a day, and completely burnt myself out. Then I spiraled into a depressive episode. You don't care. The point being is I'm back now, baby. I know you missed me. And I'm ready to lick your ears all over again. This time with a tale of intrigue. A tale of mystery. A tale from the scariest place known to man. TikTok. Are any of you familiar with a movie called The Fault in Our Stars? I mean, you could be or you couldn't be. I can't really tell by looking at your age in the studio app. I mean, it's like when you go into a porn website and you click, oh, I'm 18 so I can enter. Ha, that's a good pun. But it's a book/movie created by the author John Green. For its time, it was pretty critically acclaimed and even won a bunch of meaningless, stupid awards. It was very, very popular amongst the teenage kin and was 110% the go-to movie if you were gonna have a girl come over. I know this because I rented that movie 100 times. There's something about dying kids, man. I don't know what it does to women. But 1 minute the guy could be talking about how the cigarette in his mouth is a metaphor for trying to put a bullet in his head. Look it up, it's as stupid as it sounds. And then the next minute you find yourself absolutely going to town on a ham sandwich. That's an impression of me, that's how I do it. I mean, to be fair, that's how we should all do it. And if you are listening to this, do not listen to what females have to say. In spite of how smart they are, we actually know their bodies better than themselves. So if she's ever trying to give you a tip on how to get it to the place she needs to, just yell at her really now. I know what I'm doing, I've done this before. Trust me, she'll absolutely love that. Little tangent, I know I've been talking for ages and not gotten to the point yet, but for some reason when I'm talking about Fault in Our Stars, I have this really weird vague memory of Justin Bieber saying something insensitive. I remember for some reason the hot gossip at the time was Justin Bieber said Anne Frank, you know, the lady who survived, or well, didn't survive, the not so nice people of 1940 to Sekalakeland, saying she would have been a believer when he visited her museum. When did he say that? That's why. That took place in 2013. And The Fault in the Stars came out in 2014. And I'm like 95%, it's been years since I've watched it, they visit Anne Frank's museum at some point in the film. Oh my god, life just really comes around in full circle. Don't age, kids, you're gonna die. Anyway, because it was such a popular movie and goobers like me used it to get laid, it was bound to touch a few lives. And sometimes in not so predictable ways. As this lady will now tell you.
The Fault in Our Stars came out 11 years ago today.
Hi, John. Congrats on 11 years with Fault in Our Stars. Your book actually completely changed my life twice, and it's the weirdest way possible. Let me tell you more about it. Your book came out in 2012, but I actually didn't know anything about the story until 2014 when the movie came out. At the time, I was married to someone who was dying of terminal bone cancer. She had only a few months left to live. And so it was a very poignant story, but as I'm watching the movie, I'm realizing that almost identical to the story plot is my wife's life. We hadn't known each other for very long before we got married because she was dying of cancer, and I thought this is just too close. So I went back, read your book, and even the phrases that you used, she would use on the daily. So it was your story that inspired her to fake terminal bone cancer, but it was also your movie from that story that gave me the first alarm bells to prove that she was lying to me about having terminal bone cancer. Don't worry, she's still alive and well today, but I guess, thank you? Anyway, congrats.
What? There's levels to evil that humanity can ascend. But some of you guys just are creatively sadistic. Like, god damn, dude. Like, do you understand how crazy this concept is? You're just watching this movie as you slowly turn your head and letting these words enter your holes, all whilst looking at your partner dead in the eye, being truly and bewilderedly confused as to how this seems so based on their life. I can relate to it somewhat, but not to the same scale. But it was more of a mutual thing. Me and my partner at the time were watching Brokeback Mountain, and suddenly had this weird realization that I'm not even gay. I just like sucking dick. I also want to say something else about Brokeback Mountain. I don't care what your political opinion was. That movie was goddamn f***ing nasty. Oh, but it's groundbreaking and it celebrates gay love. Okay, true, but that doesn't stop it being any less gross. I'ma tell you this is a straight up. If my partner's not washed, platooned, plunged, plucked, picks and wipe the hell out of every orifice of their body before they come even near me, I'm swinging a right hook. The last thing I want is any sort of waft while I'm hidden. These boys are just pure waft. They're mountaineering so they can slam butt. Like, they're sweaty, they're not showering and not brushing their teeth, they're drinking alcohol, and because of the trail they're going on, they're eating canned goods, i.e. corn and beans. Dude, keep your asshole away from me. If either on purpose or by accident you fought on my balls while I'm making sweet, sweet love to you, I'm shooting you in the head. And with that diet of beans, alcohol, and I'm assuming coffee, I know that's gonna happen. I'ma just say it, at that point, the love should be forbidden. Anyways, with my LGBT rant over with, let's go back to something that's related to it. This lady and the immediate aftermath of what happened to her. Now please brace yourself, my love is trying. She seems like a nice lady, but this video gives heavy live, laugh, love vibes. Too inspirational for my taste. If you're not miserable like I am, then I don't want to know you.
After sharing my TikTok about my wife who lied about having cancer, I received dozens of comments and DMs from other people who've been victims of something similar from people they trusted. It honestly has been really overwhelming. This happened to me almost 10 years ago, and it took a really long time to gather enough information to prove I wasn't crazy, but rather conned. I had never heard of this happening to someone before. I just felt terrible for doubting that someone might lie about a serious medical condition. I just wanted to remind anyone listening of this. Munchausen syndrome, or factitious disorder, is a psychiatric disorder where someone assumes the role of a sick person with the intention of some kind of gain. The diagnosis of Munchausen disorder falls within the DSM-5, and as tempting as it is to demonize and shame someone who could do something like this because it is so incredibly hurtful, it has been proven again and again that the only effective intervention to stop this behavior is empathy and psychotherapy with a trusted provider. I choose not to share any details that could connect strangers to the person who did this to me. As traumatizing as this whole experience was, even the unraveling of it the following years, I have hope that she is living a more honest life and has received the help she needs to develop constructive relationship. We are divorced and I am happily remarried, so I can now laugh about things like the Fault in Our Stars connection. I'm not totally free from that pain yet. Still, people who struggle with psychiatric conditions that subsequently hurt other people deserve the chance to heal. I just want to share this. 1. If you believe you might be a victim of Munchausen disorder, please know you are not alone. It's not shameful to have doubt. 2. If you are in your own web of lies about who you are or medical conditions you do not have, you are still worthy of being loved, and I encourage you to seek out specialized support. You deserve a life where you can live honestly, and if you need support finding therapeutic help, please reach out to me as well. You and the people around you deserve better. I strongly believe in long-term recovery. 3. The antithesis to isolation is companionship.
Wow, truly inspiring words. Turn the other cheek and don't lay yourself low. I'ma just say that, bro, you are not serious. How many times do I have to keep teaching you people this lesson? Mental health is not an excuse for your shitty actions against other people. My hands are getting sore. I cannot scream this enough from the hilltops. If you have mental health issues, it is your responsibility to do something about it. I empathize, I sympathize, and I'm there for you. But the minute that your actions due to your mental health or actual mental health start hurting and affecting others, you're a piece of shit, dude. There's no two ways about it. Also, furthermore, you're a very kind person. I wish I had that patience and love that you have in your heart. But if I had to waste an entire year of my life on somebody who lied to me about having bone cancer and guilt-tripped me pretty much into marrying them, it's ancient ritual blood pact time. I will teach my son's descendants to hate your family lineage. Like, you think you can screw me that hard and I'm just gonna let it die with you? For as long as my heritage flows on this earth, I will ensure I get payback on every single one of your bloodline. But maybe that's just my mentality. I don't know, some people have too much love in their hearts, in my opinion. Like, it's okay to hate someone. It doesn't make any logical sense to forgive someone who slighted you this hard. My favorite example of this type of behavior is when, like, I don't know, a grieving family has to confront a murderer, and they're all in court, and the murderer's in the stand, and the mother or the brother or the sister or the hugger takes the stand and says to the person who murdered their family member,
I forgive you because that's what Jesus would do.
man, fuck Jesus. That guy needs to get punished. That's society at work, bro. That's the whole rules of this system. Why would you not want them to suffer? All that grief you felt in your heart, all that pain you felt at losing that person, and you just want to wash your hands and be like, well, this is what Jesus would do. Shut up. Just shut up. Embrace your goddamn goddamn animal brain. Vengeance is pure. Vengeance is right. I don't care if they don't put that dude to death, as long as they at least go to jail for the rest of their life. I'm having that time back that you robbed from me, regardless if I get my loved one back. But that's just my mindset. And what else is on my mindset and what else is pure is legally subscribing to Dino on YouTube. That's all I have to say, guys. I just thought you'd find this kind of interesting. Truth be told, I just kind of wanted to share it with someone else. I won't keep you here any longer, and I'm sure you'll be seeing me real soon. Love you all. Bye-bye.